Sorry, just coming online. Must be Thursday.
No.
No.
No. Your headset disconnected. It's really messy back there. Don't look.
That's all I'm gonna do. Is that a giant TV?
Maybe.
Looks
No,
huge
I'm not
from
raising
here.
my hand. It is. It's a giant TV. It's a TV of size. Are you blaming me for your technical difficulties?
It just connected, so I'll save that blame for another time.
I got all power. Yeah.
Hey, Ghost.
It seems very sluggish. The internet seems very sluggish and chunky.
This is the problem that we live with. I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah,
I
the
think
internet.
that you having the recording actually probably made the most sense, to be honest, just because of Sarah and I trying to do this both at the same time. Creates a challenge on our Wi-Fi.
Wait. So you and I are doing. What are you and Sarah both doing?
We're both streaming, essentially, right? We're both live streaming our video.
We're both on Zoom.
Zooming.
Doesn't that usually happen whenever there's all three of us in a call? You would both.
Yes,
oh, as in you just want to be on
side
by side.
Also trying to do the recording and stuff. So I'm just saying, like, it's probably too much for just one household, I guess.
Okay, we can go back.
We've had the issue every single time since doing this. But I also have, an older computer, I guess. I don't know.
There is infrastructure issues here in California with the internet.
Sorry, I meant to mention that too. Our Wi-Fi goes out several times a day with just like, that's life.
Where is wiring to the router? Obviously, like, this is like whatever, just down the road. But like, is it? Because I want to sit outside, but the internet's not perfect outside. And I was like, do I run a cord? Because the internet's fine. It's just the Wi-Fi signal from my deck.
Like the internet coming into the house, boom, bye, several times a day.
Yeah.
Oh, you live in Fallujah.
Yeah. So, anywho's, just something to consider, considering the considerations. Right. Oh my, that's a lot. Oh.
You want to start with politics or what?
Politics? Like, do we want to start with the sky is falling? How much is
Wait,
gas
hold on.
for you?
Wait, hold on. I want to start with one thing that is completely irrelevant to politics.
Even better.
But is relevant to something else. Anyway, the calendar from the year 1987 perfectly lines up with the calendar for this year. So if you had a calendar from 1987, you could reuse that bitch.
Yo, this is the news I've been waiting for.
But
you
guys
know I have this habit of holding on to old calenders. I started actually in 1986 at the age of seven.
At the age of -10.
Okay, that's interesting information.
To know.
You know, it would be fun to find a photo from any day that year and like recreate that photo on that day in that year.
Okay, I would like to see a
Mom?
picture of Sarah this day,
Are we ready
this
for our
year.
first Mama?
I don't think you wouldn't see me. Isn't that the whole thing? I would
Well,
be
look at
negative.
day.
Oh wait, when were you born again?
87.
Oh yeah, I would see you. I used to
In
kick
Mama.
Mom's stomach, so there would be like a nice imprint there for future Sarah.
Because I'm like this.
Yeah, you're like.
What y'all doing?
Oh wait, what's
Don't,
the
don't wear those
thing
shoes too hard. I'm gonna need them.
What's the thing we were talking about? How with each child.
Oh, the imprint thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of this, Ruthie? This imprint thing, the first child leaves on the mom. There's like a DNA, essentially like a DNA like imprint of like them. And then the second child also leaves an imprint, but that imprint is sort of has already been impacted by the first child's imprint. So by the time you get to number 6, you're just us, Sarah. You're just all us, you know? You're welcome.
How would that manifest? Because like, are you? Because you know, you think, oh, you know, we'll talk about mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. But you look at the cell, and there's a copy of DNA in there, and so like that copy would be my own personal DNA. But you're saying, but somehow there's other DNA somewhere. Sorry, I just heard a crazy loud sound. There's other DNA. What is it? Is it what does that do?
It's what's it called? Chimerism? Chimera? Is that the? It's like that.
Oh, this is my favorite thing to some. I watched an entire like 40-minute video about a woman whose kids were being taken away from her because they weren't her kids, and they were looking for the mother. They took this woman. Oh my God, it was very complicated. Like because she was on welfare, it was part like she was on like a state assistance, whatever. But they done DNA tests because I think it was like her third or fourth one, and then they took her baby away, and I think they did it twice. I think then she had another one.
Insane.
Anyway, turns out she was a chimera. Because people have this belief that DNA is so cut, so dried,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
And so you're saying the imprint you're saying is
to,
actually
like the reason I can give blood, but I can't give something else because of, like my kid left some DNA thing in me
shit?
that makes it like it happens after you've had a pregnancy. But it was like remember they sent me a letter saying my blood was bad, like you have bad blood. There's like some situation that makes it.
Yeah, I feel like I vaguely remember you talking about that, but I don't remember exactly what the thing was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so each child leaves their own distinct DNA that they receive from their mother within the mother, and then she carries that DNA. I think it's like in the liver, and there's like a couple of places where it shows up pretty strong. Anyway, just a fun fact. We're just here with fun facts.
Fun fact,
so
y'all.
I'm just trying to find this out. So Amy went to get blood and she got a letter from Taylor Swift that was like, we got bad blood.
I did. There's something I want to say that
Man.
there's something about the additional whatever protein or whatever it might be. I don't know exactly if it's like I don't know if it's even DNA, but there's something that makes it like continues to live within the mom, and I think it makes then that blood is rejected because it's seen as like already having some sort of like infiltration in it kind of thing. That's what I took away from it. That's my Amy medical whatever. It's probably so off, but that's how I was able to walk away and be like, okay, so I'm not broken. Okay.
So the Red Cross sent you a letter?
Yes.
Certified or just in the mail?
Just in the mail. Saying like, thank you so much, but please don't come back.
Thanks, but no thanks.
They put it up on the fridge. They said, thank you.
Plasma.
That was beautiful.
Blood. I forget what it was, but it was like, you give the regular blood, and then they have like this thing, like they're always asking for platelets. It's platelets. I can't give platelets. And like they do this whole thing, like it's a very long process. And I remember thinking like, whoa, Amy, you're doing good. Whoa. And like not really being comfortable in the whole process, but like pushing through, and then to get that was like a little disappointing, but I'm glad I know, right? I guess.
What if they didn't tell you and they just kept putting your pictures up on the fridge? Like, oh, good job. We can't do anything with this.
That would be not nice. Well, so they also, I like the app because it tells you like I don't know how true it is, but of like how many, like how like your blood's being used essentially when you donate. So it's, I don't know. It's a
No.
nice, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll tell you like how many lives you saved or whatever, that kind of thing.
I haven't given blood since my job stopped paying me to do it. I used to work for like a hospital university, and they would give me 3 hours comp time per, and you can also do it during work hours. So you do it during work hours, and you get a little thing for comp time, and you just, whenever you want to use it, you can use 3 hours of like peace out time.
That's nice.
But apparently I wasn't in it for the right reasons.
But it worked. Listen, if it works, it works.
It
So you were
It
you were in it for the right reasons because they brought you in.
Right. They're like, you saved one Ruthie, 3 hours of work. Good job. Oh man, hold on. So I'm looking at other people saying they were told not to donate for a while. Did they permanently say please no, or did they tell you come back in 6 months or a year?
They permanently told me please no.
Please no.
please no. It's so filling. Thank you.
They sent me Taylor's DVD, CD. I don't know. What do they do? Like, you can't send it anything.
It's a little concert.
They sent her movie to me, and they were like, she's got a message for you. Hold on to it.
Like, this will explain everything to you. Go ahead and watch. You got bad blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped doing that. I should do that. Isn't it supposed to be good for you a little bit to donate blood? Like, there are some small benefits of renewal or whatever. Because then your body's like, all right, let's do this. Your bones are like, let's do it. And then they're like, they're getting old blood. And then I get new blood.
I like the idea that your bones are like, let's do this.
That kind of plays into my theory that I feel like obviously there's genetics involved in like looking younger, but I think that the way my body continues to attack myself, like I'm constantly rebuilding new cells, and I think that helps me look young. That's my theory. I swear. It's a theory. Going with it.
I like that.
I feel like it's a
Is
good
that how
theory.
they say, like, sorry.
No, I just said it's a good theory.
It is a good theory. Okay, so so Sarah is saying it's a good theory. I'm going to say it's a terrible theory for the sake of argument.
Let's do this. Okay.
You don't have an AB. You only have Amy. You don't have a Bamie. So we can't see the Bamie and what she's going through. She looks 12.
True. Yep.
There we go. Sarah.
I'm glad I'm on the argument side of that it's a good argument. That it's a solid theory.
I'm glad I have my coffee. So I can pretend to sit when you... We have a theory on... we've been watching a lot of trashy, love-based TV. What is it called?
Reality. TV.
Reality? They don't even call it reality. They call it social experiment. But we've been watching a lot of it. But there's we have a theory that like somebody was told, if you don't have anything to say, just drink your water. And they're like, what if I don't have to drink? Just pretend. No, they just put it.
Like, no, hold it closer. Hold it closer.
That's what she did. That made it so obvious. She was like,
yeah.
There was a meme going around for a while, or I don't know if it was a meme, but like a video of this influencer who tries food but doesn't actually try it.
Oh.
But it was obvious, and people don't care.
Yeah, she had like a submarine. She had a hoagie. I didn't want to say it.
Hoagie. There it is. Hoagie.
She had a hoagie, and she was like, but like very clearly, very obviously did
so
not.
Dumb.
Oh, gosh. I did not see that.
Why do you?
Yo. Yo.
I'm refreshed.
Grand.
That's right. That was my mom.
Well, I am watering my plants.
No, that's a good question. And now I'm thirsty for coffee. We just announce it. Like, now I have time to
Yes.
Oh man.
Well.
All right. right. That's all I have for.
So this all started, just to remember the calendar from.
Oh, I have thoughts on that.
Yes.
Sorry, I wrote a note because I was like, write this down. And then
that.
I have a shitty topic for today you won't like, and no prep for it though, so don't worry. Which is, it is Thursday, April 2nd of this year. To come in with calendar information for the whole year, a quarter of the way through the year is.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little like
bold.
Well, here's what I could have done. I could have never given you the information.
You could have also waited until this
that's a good
opportunity
point.
comes around again, and then you could be like, "Did you know?"
I suspect that there are many years where it lines up perfectly.
Yes, I imagine.
So,
And I imagine there's a rotation almost, right? Shouldn't it be on a rotation?
I would think so.
So right,
is
you would expect
1987 the same as next year? Is it every 20 years? Wait, what's that?
87 would be to, no, 87 to this year. So you mean 88 to
88.
27.
Then you would be in the 87 pictures. When you were born, you came flying out of mom.
not yet, not now.
At the end of the year, not at
right
this
now,
jump.
but I said a picture from any time this year. And recreate
well,
from this year. So
I'd
what
love
we're
to
going to
see a
do,
picture of
y'all
me, the
are on
baby.
board. We're going to get that picture of Sarah coming out of mom. We're going to recreate that thing.
But I send you that picture every year on your birthday.
You come slapping at
Mentally.
Mama.
Nah.
But I guess my question, I was off by the year number, but is the next year following the 87, so 88, is that the same as next year?
The calendar.
I'm so bad
Yeah,
with
I
numbers.
probably, I don't know. I'd have
27?
to look it up.
Because that would be kind of cool to know for some purpose. I feel like that would be good to know for trivia because you could like math stuff out.
Right. So I think that would make sense. I think what would eventually trip us up would be leap years that don't line up.
Shut up. Shut your face. But those also
no.
are very circular.
Cyclical? Circular.
That's it. Cyclical. And so like it would be like, so that would line up too. Because like every, is it 4?
Well, except for it's every, right? So it's every years ending with numbers divisible by 4, but then you skip the hundreds, except for the thousands. Like there's a crazy rule.
Well, no, I
It's
guess I
not
mean like
always.
that there's a certain amount of years off, like it shifts. So every X amount
Right.
of years that the previous, like that matches. And like that should match based on the leap year. Because that should continue to, it doesn't change. The cadence doesn't change, does it?
Well, except for some leap years you skip.
Listen, I
But
have the information.
the ones you
This has been
skip,
fun.
that still has a cadence to it, right? It's not
It
just
does.
random.
It has a 28-year cadence.
28.
28-year for non-common, aka leap year calendars. They generally repeat every 28 years. So I don't know what makes them why it's generally and not just that is what it is. But the common calendars. So
It's something racist.
Because you skip some leap years. Not every leap year happens.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is a thing.
But okay, so like, what is the cadence to that? Is that literally random?
No,
it's not.
I guess in my mind, and as a math person, Ruthie, like I imagine there's a math formula to it, and that just excites me. I don't know why, but it just like, I don't know. I always love a formula. I'd like to figure something out. So like whatever that formula is, I imagine exists.
So just so you know, I didn't have to go back to 1987 because 1998, 2009, 2015, those years also line up perfectly.
So I imagine some years line up to each other, if that makes sense, right? So it's like,
yeah. So I guess
so it's not
whatever.
not every 28 years. Like there's not only 28 versions, I guess, within the.
Yeah, it's like whatever. When the year starts on a Thursday, these are the calendars. These are the years. When the year starts on a Wednesday, these are the years.
Okay, so the real hack there is probably the day of the day that the year starts on, and whether or not it's a leap year. That's probably the real.
Yeah.
And the 28 is 7. Yeah.
I was gonna say, do we want to call this a hack? Cause like
I'm just. I don't know. Like, there's some random things in not that I go to trivia, but like, there's like a lot of things that are related to year and dates and things like that. And so I imagine having a hack to be able to kind of quickly figure something out. I don't know if that would be helpful. I don't know.
Trivia is fun. We do a lot of trivia in this house. I have a lot of.
I forgot we watch a lot of that trivia show.
Yeah.
You watch other people play trivia.
It's actually really fun. We'll send you the video of the thing. Andre brought it to our world. It's just like one of those things, like you kind of like background YouTube thing. You know what I mean? And like it's just random like strangers, you know, like groups of people that go on like college campuses, or they were at a gym one time and it was like the instructors versus.
Is it on YouTube?
So, yeah.
It's like a YouTube channel. Oh, I think I've seen this.
Yeah. And it's just a lot of fun. Just like kind of background thing. Like you pick up little things and it's nice to have an answer sometimes. Ooh,
Okay.
That's fun. I just caught my reflection.
I accept it. I also have a bit of a disacceptance. What's the rejection of this? I have an idea. So we are rewatching, and I apologize, Game of Thrones, the TV show. And we are in season 8. We've been working on this for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
So we're rewatching the whole show. And I know so much about Targaryens. I can tell you who Jon's mother was and his aunt, and I don't know literally the third president of the United States. Nope. Yeah. Number 3. Hilarious. I'm not saying number 7. We lose track. Literally number 3.
2, shoe, 3, tree.
What?
You know, did you have that thing where you had to memorize like all the presidents?
I don't know that.
I've decided to memorize. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know that. We're too polite. Okay, just railroad each other. That needs to happen. No, I don't know that it was something that I needed to do, but I did do it. I feel like it was one of those things where I was like, I just want to learn the president, so I'm gonna friggin' do
it. See, that's better than I was saying. I was saying that I just memorized the black ones to make it easier, and when I was in school, it was none.
I love that though. Like for like current purposes of like people be like bragging about knowing something, I'd be like, oh, I memorized all the black presidents. Like
that is kind of funny. I like it.
All right,
just keep the area correct.
This is the scary part of my life where I start to try to share my screen, and we'll see if it stays stays in. Where...
Is this the game from last week?
You're cutting out. Oh my God.
Oh, that's. I know this pretty well. I don't want to brag.
Ew, I hate that I have to do this every single time.
I feel like we pulled up this map when we were watching. Sorry, I got stuck looking at all the faces and being like, oh, I forgot about these people. We would pull up the map because we'd be like, wait, who the hell is this person again? How are they incestuously related? Incestuously?
Oh, man. I forget what I did last week or 2 weeks ago. This is the problem. We can't skip a week, guys. Because, oh, well, my screen. I forget how I got my screen to show last time. It was under view. It's not speaker. It's not gallery. I just really hate that it makes you do this every single time.
I got all the power, yeah. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I puppeteer. Have you...
I guess my screen, there it is. I have to do side by side and then click up there from the meeting to my screen. I'm saying this out loud in case you guys want to remind me next time I'm clicking around.
I'm not going to remember. You've said so many things.
Okay, we can take that. We can take that route too. Anyway, I wanted to run this situation by you.
That was like a bait and switch, kind of. Not really, but like I was like, okay, we're doing Game of Thrones, and then you were like,
yeah, I just threw the Game of Thrones up there as like you already discussed it. That like we were so lost during Game of Thrones that like I was like, we need to pull up this family tree. Let's see what's going on here. And I remember that was the moment that I knew, number one, I was freaking hooked on this show, but then also it started to click. And that and the maps, like the maps
Yeah.
of the area. Ooh, so good, so good, so good. So anyway.
So, fun fact, we watched it when it aired live. I think probably when Pat and I started dating or something, maybe season 3 or 4, like who knows, whatever. And then all through to now, and then we rewatched it. And when we went to go rewatch it, Pat goes, "I wonder if any of the TV shows will ever show us Essos." And yes, that's how much because he's just watching it for vibes. Like he wasn't, and he was like, "I wonder if I'll ever see Essos." And I was like, "Of course, Danny is an Essos for most of the show." But he had not made that connection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like, isn't there like Westeros and Esteros or something like that? Like there's like, is that what you're talking about? I forget the actual names. I'm probably saying them wrong. But there was like, I remember
Westeros
that clicking
Essos.
of the west, like the west of it. I remember that clicking for me, being like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
And today I learned maps. Yay. All right.
So first off, what happened to AITA? Am I the asshole? Is this the same kind of people?
Or
are these different?
Less assholey. I don't know. So I low key love these things. I love a little somebody else's drama and then like weighing in mentally before I read the comments. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I often find that, especially when it comes to relationships, I'm not good at, like, I'm realizing I'm not actually really good at them. Like I have more of a like things seem like pretty like black and white to me, but they're like, well, like you have to take into account the person's feelings about X, Y, Z, and all those kinds of things. And I'm like, I used to take the sort of like stance of like, I'm not responsible for somebody else's feelings if I didn't do anything to intentionally hurt them, or I'm doing them by the book. But it's like I'm starting to see like, okay, this is why the world is the way it is, for better or worse. And like, maybe there are things I can learn anyway. So this one, I'm not good at reading and live things. So if somebody wants to take a stab at reading this thing, or reading it and then summarizing it.
Are you pointing at me?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to read it.
Not good. I don't want to read it.
I'll read it. Y'all ready? I'm so terrible because I jump ahead. I really think I'm dyslexic. A group of us were planning a weekend trip for our friend's 30th birthday. Five of us total.
Bitch, you didn't read the title.
Oh, sorry. See?
Did you read the title? You skipped the first thing. I think we have to start there. Please read the title, but then...
wait, also, I'm like, is there a TLDR on this one? No, it would have been nice if there was a TLDR. Okay.
Will Siri make one for you?
I should have done a TLDR. What'd you say?
Okay. Will Siri do one for you? Like, are you in the... Is this Safari or is this...
This is Chrome.
Oh.
Because I'm logged into our account.
Got you. Sorry.
Okay.
Am I the asshole? My sister was generously reading for the whole group, and I told her that she...
I was thinking, am I the asshole for not having this prepped better? That's what I was thinking. Like, that's what you were going to say. Am I the asshole for not getting a TLDR on this thing?
You're both the assholes.
Wait, in the meantime, has anybody caught wind of what it's about? Okay, anyway. Am I the jerk for canceling a group vacation rental after nobody paid me their share and I was stuck with the full bill? A group of us were planning a weekend trip for our friend's 30th birthday. 5 of us total. We found a really nice rental house and everyone agreed to split it evenly. The total was around $1,200, so that's about $240 each. The booking required full payment up front and I offered to put it on my card because I had the best rewards rate and everyone said they'd send me their share that week. That was almost a month ago. Nobody has sent me a cent. So right there, I'm like, girl, you ain't like, there's nothing else to talk about, right? To me, anyway. I remind them in the group chat after the first week. Everyone says, shit, sorry, I'll send it tonight. Nobody sent anything. I reminded them individually a week later. Got a mix of I totally forgot, I get paid Friday, the drill. Friday came and went. One person literally hearted my Venmo request and then never opened Venmo. I don't remember reading that detail before.
That's crazy.
Fantastic. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with $1,200 on my credit card for a trip that is supposed to happen in 10 days. I agreed to spend $240, not $1,200. I am not the group's credit card. I am not a bank. I did not volunteer to front thousands of dollars for people who can't be bothered to open a payment app. I sent one final message in the group chat. I said, I need everyone's share by tomorrow or I'm canceling the booking and getting my refund. 2 people said, okay. And one person said, you're being so dramatic. It's not like we're not going to pay you. Tomorrow night came, one person sent their share, 1 out of 4. I canceled the booking, got my refund minus a small fee. Then I send a message to the group saying that I canceled because I can't afford to cover everyone and the deadline passed. I said I was happy to help rebook if everyone pays upfront this time. The birthday friend doesn't know yet, but everyone else is furious. I feel bad because this was supposed to be something nice for our friend's birthday, but I spent a month asking for money that nobody sent. I wasn't about to eat $1,000 because everyone assumed I would just deal with it. So
there's something in this person's the way it's written. It makes it sound like maybe they deal with this kind of stuff from these friends maybe often.
Yes, and I've been that friend. I've been here so many times. And I get, and that like that dismissive, like, is my thumb raised? My hand? Okay. And I get that dismissive, I would, because I'm bad with relationships. I think this is why, because I'm like, I don't understand this. But yeah, like I would, get the, like, you're being dramatic. You act like I wouldn't pay you, kind of like absolute, that kind of response.
So Sarah's taking whatever point Sarah takes, I will take the opposite, no matter what.
I love that. So you think she's a jerk and she should have held on to the money, they.
So I will also say that generally in let's be very clear, I don't have many friend groups. Let's be clear about that. So whenever I've been in a situation that there is a total that needs to be split down, I'm generally with my siblings and family, so it's not something I have to worry about. Yeah. But I have in situations been stuck with like maybe a dinner bill. And the way I look at it is if I'm offering to pay and I don't know that I can trust the people, even if I feel like I can, I assume that I'm not going to get paid back.
Yeah.
If I cannot cover it on my own, I won't offer to do it, because that is a position you might be stuck in. What if they couldn't get their money back when they canceled?
Right. And they already paid a small fee.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that they're a jerk. They're not a jerk. I think they did the right thing. I think they shouldn't have put themselves in that position, seemingly knowing that these people were going to do this almost, it seems like.
Sarah, do you find that like being in that situation, I agree. Like I had to come to the conclusion of like, if I'm putting money out, that's a risk I'm taking. Like that's always kind of like how I approach things like that, and if I don't get it back, then I will not be irritated about it, but it's like, it is what it is kind of thing. But doesn't that like make you then avoid situations, increasingly avoiding situations that you might be in that, like put in that place, like limiting then relationships and friendships and things like that?
I would say if I were a super social person, then maybe it would have an effect, but I'm not. So yeah. It's,
Chicken or egg? Just kidding, no.
What'd you say?
I said chicken or egg.
I kid. Yeah.
All right, Ruthie, tell me why she's a jerk. He's a jerk.
I can't believe how much of a jerk this person is. Hibiscus, this flower.
Yeah, right.
The person is a hibiscus.
Yeah.
The world's biggest jerk. Let's start at the top. 1, they volunteered because they were going to get the points. They were excited to get the points. They said, I'm going to put it on my card. They'll pay me back and I will come out ahead. Bad person, right? Already a jerk, starting right there. 2, I have a note here. My notes are all over the place. My second note is actually Amy. Wonderful performance. Just want to say that. Like part of it, you were reading the quotes. I really like that. Okay.
I will say something, like just quick side note. There's something, as I was reading it, I was like, there's something about like saying like, I'm horrible at this, I'm not going to do a good job. And then like getting that out there, like, all right, you guys have no expectations. Now I can just be. There's something about that. Like it absolutely exists. Anyway, go ahead.
Sorry.
What it reminds me of? It's like getting on stage and being like, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And then you're.
Yeah.
And the crowd's like, you could do this. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah, it's more about like I put out there that this is going to be shite. So when you get shite or higher than shite, you'd be surprised in a good way, I guess. I don't know.
I take it. Yeah. So that's my number one thing is they were actually trying to profit. That's my first reason why they were the actual jerk. They were trying to profit. 2, it sounds like this seems like, and I think Sarah and I both agree on this. They seem to this seems like a habit. Like this seems like she's like, I'm tired of sorry, the flower, because it's hibiscus, not because I think this is a flower, but they seem to think that this is a habit. Like they're up. There's something they are bringing years. It's not they're 30, right? This is probably friends from high school, college, from some 18 to 22 friends that carry through. And it sounds like they've been this person forever. So there's a lot building up in here. It sounds like they want to be in a different relationship than they're in.
Yep.
And it sounds to me like that makes them a jerk to not understand who their friends are and what they have going on. And very much Sarah and I agree, which is if you're going to lend someone money, always in your mind say, this is a gift that I hope they pay back. But you're always in a position to just absorb it and deal with it.
So a couple of things. One, I love the way you looped in Sarah's argument that she agrees with you. That was nice. That was really good debate tactics. I love it. Secondly, do you think that she did own it, to your point, like she took it on and then she decided to take it off when she was done. So is she the jerk for exiting when she was done with the situation just as much as she went into it?
You know what? It's not that they gave a deadline, right? They were like, hey, give me money by tonight or I'm canceling.
Well, they gave a couple of deadlines, which means there is no solid deadline is the problem, right?
Oh, I didn't even realize
that. Started off, they said.
Was not dead. I think there was one deadline, but many reminders.
Right.
I see. You're right. So you send a reminder, and then people are like, "Okay, cool. You're right.
Cool.
There's one deadline, and I think that so that kind of changes my stance a little bit too, because I feel like the deadline should have been immediate. There should have been an immediate deadline, expectation set. Otherwise, who knows what they had in their heads? Like they might have, I could have looked at my calendar and been like, okay, she's agreed to pay for it. The trip's going to be this date. I'm going to pay for it 4 days beforehand because that's when this paycheck clears and I've done all these things with my other bills before that. So then to have this deadline sort of popped up.
I rebuke that. The last sentence in that first paragraph, I had the best rewards. I
have questions about that.
Everyone said they'd send me their share.
That's the deadline.
That's true. If that's true, which, I know people and I'm like, I can imagine people being like, oh yeah, whatever. And your assumption maybe is they're going to send it to me that week.
Yeah. So a couple other things that I don't know if they had intended on is like thinking about the credit card. I don't know if they assumed that their friends would know and assume that they needed to pay it off in order to not get any interest rates charged, right? So like they were planning to pay it off in a certain amount of time.
Oh.
So like they don't actually have $1,200 to float to pay it off immediately. So they were counting on that money to pay off the balance. Otherwise, it's a kind of a moot point if they end up having to pay interest rate in getting the points. You know what I mean? But they might. I know a lot of people who they live in worlds and they assume other people live in there too. So if you're a very financially savvy person and you play these games with the points and all that kind of stuff, you're number one going to be like, hey, I'll put it on my card so I get the points, right? But you're also assuming everybody else has that same level of knowledge potentially that you have around how it works.
Which I will say for that reason, again, if I'm I don't put anything on a credit card that I can't afford from my bank. So it is interesting because people
which might be what her friends are assuming. I wouldn't have put anything on my card.
But that doesn't change their part in this.
That's fair.
Regardless of what their assumptions are, they're jerks.
If everything some are jerks.
If everything went down as said, one paid, but after reminders. So I feel like I have to chase you down.
So I have a clarification about the birthday person, right? So they're saying there's 4 people. They're splitting between 4, but the birthday person doesn't know?
Yeah. Oh, I see. The 5th person. Oh, everyone's paying for them? So sort of
So is it actually 5 people or are there 4 people paying, but they just didn't tell the birthday person yet?
Well, 1,200 divided by 5 is 240, so they're splitting it 5 ways.
Oh.
Interesting.
So the birthday person is paying, right?
They counted. Maybe 5 of us are the split.
Sorry, they were. I'm sorry, themselves. And then there were 4 other people they've been waiting on getting the money from because they're referring to the 4. But I guess so my question still remains: is the birthday person included in that?
Well, no, then.
They don't know. They don't know yet.
They don't know
because
anything. So
anyone
the
else
birthday
five
person,
days.
like this is where I feel like the nuance of it comes in, right? So this is where Amy past black and white, Amy current a little bit like there's nuance here because there's an innocent person that's going to be affected by these people, including myself and how I've handled this, right? So like taking that into account, I do think that there's something to they agreed to do it again if they got the money up front. But I don't know what that looks like for their trip. And I'm curious, this was a while ago, so I'm curious what happened 17 days ago.
Wait, there's still some more here to get through though, which is, did they say they refunded the friend?
They did.
Well, she paid up.
I'm assuming they
I'm
did,
assuming,
though.
yeah.
I would
Well,
hope
we're assuming
so.
all kinds of things. No,
What a great
no.
birth, though.
Somehow this birth.
Well, the reason I'm not really concerned about, I am concerned about that. If they like, obviously that's a situation, but for their question, that's not really a relevant piece, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the. Here's what I love is like it's in the Am I a Jerk and people still put NTA.
Not the asshole.
Yeah,
I-
the deadline was. I feel like the deadline was clear, but it wasn't clear up front. I feel like that I do have some concerns about that.
I guess okay. So I guess some people might assume, even though she's the flower hibiscus is saying that everyone agreed to pay me, but sometimes we've had the chats with 3 or 4 people in it where I thought we agreed on a date, and apparently only one person responded, and the date comes, and I'm like, where's everybody? You're like, oh, no one really fully agreed. So I feel like it's possible that.
Have you had that happen where you also sent multiple reminders about the date?
Well, I was going to get to, like, yeah, that's part of it. Like, there's reminders and things like that. Well, I guess, I don't know. I guess then I have a little note down here. It's like, do you really want to be babysitting your friends about their calendars? Like, there's a point where you're like, what kind of adults do I want in my life?
That's
but
the piece that gets
yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's the big part of it.
Yeah. It's like, I shouldn't have to
Yeah.
chase you down. That at that point, you're sort of parenting them.
Yes. But a
Like,
lot of relationships are set up like that, right? It's like, the friend's going to just take care of X, Y, Z, so you don't even bother anymore kind of thing. I feel like that's a lot of relationships do kind of fall into those. People end up in these roles for better or for worse. And sometimes it's great. It works out well.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'm like, if it's a good relationship, then it's, to the benefit of each person. Because it's like, you do this well, I do this well. We work together well because of that. And we both are okay with taking those roles.
I think you pointed out earlier, maybe it was Ruthie piggybacking off of you to get her debate points in. But but like the idea that this is something that it is likely a pattern, and now OP wants to change, and that's not how you don't change by just being different. And this I know from experience too, is like things that like this have been building up. You get fed up, and then that's when you deal with it, and that's not the right time to deal with it. The time to deal with it is when you're like thinking about it, like before you're actually in a situation. So OP needs to sit down with friends and say, hey, I've taken on this role. This is how it affects me. Moving forward, I think we could do X, Y, Z differently. And that's literally the only way, because all these like hints and like, frustrations and like, they're going to be talking behind each other's backs about who did what and who hearted what and like all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, it's not helpful. And it does probably come down to this person no longer wants to be in this role, and which is fine. But they're going to let their relationships crash and burn around them.
Wait, so I have a clarification for why I think they're the asshole. I saw that. Is they're saying that everyone agreed. This is what we were saying before. It's like everyone agreed, but I'm not sure if everyone really did agree. And a lot of people, the deadline is like when you come to when the trip starts, you go, oh yeah, let me venue that right now. Like a lot of people think it's when the trip happens.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's such a short time that it's not 30 days plus a billing cycle. Like this is crazy lined up for this person, because usually it takes like almost 2 months for my credit card bill to actually hit me. It's actually really quite a slow process because it's closing, and then from there you have 30 days. It's insane that this has actually come to this, but maybe they assumed a different deadline. So when Hibiscus goes, hey, this is the deadline, the person might have been like, I assumed it was the trip. I didn't read that entire joke that people did, this entire thread where everyone was joking about penis sizes, and then in that someone mentioned the date and then more penis sizes, and I lost it.
Yeah,
And so I
it's
assumed
like
it was going to be next week.
LOL. Speaking of penis sizes, I really would like for you to send me my money, kind of thing. I know exactly what you mean. Where like they hint around it probably, and just I think we're all on the same page. I don't think the deadline was clear. Like to me, I don't feel like it was clear off the bat. Like there was reminders and then a deadline set, but I feel like at that point it was. What was the timing given at that point? Tomorrow night. The deadline was given. So the only time there was a deadline, it was given a day notice. And I don't think that's how deadlines should work when it comes to financial things. You know?
But aren't you glad not to be 30? This is some late
Yes.
20s bullshit where people are taking big expensive trips. Yeah, but not quite have like the adult manners of like this.
Yeah. And this kind of like sums up how I feel about it. It's like, you know, this happens a lot. I've seen this happen a lot. It's happened to me. It's something that like I hear about and it just gives me the like little cringy things. And it's like the amount of times that people let financial stuff ruin friendships is like it's a lot. And it comes down to just like not being able to communicate effectively. Say all the text.
Yeah, I mean, nobody owes me money. I think there are people who might think they owe me money, and maybe they, in the real sense of the situation, they do owe me money. But like, I don't have a log. I don't remember because I can't. It's not. No thanks.
Every once in a while, I'm reminded that some people do owe me money. It's like I forget. I don't think about it at all. But there'll be a situation where I don't know, something will come up and I'll be like, oh man, I forgot about that. You know?
Right, when they ask for more, or it's like another time, and then you go, oh wait a minute, now I'm thinking about it.
Typically with that, yeah.
Okay, and I'm hoping so my problem is because I live in this way, I also try to make sure that I pay back immediately. Like I don't want to be in debt to anyone.
Yeah.
Money freaks me out. The whole thing, it can very easily destroy relationships and all that.
I think we're all like that, and I don't know, Mama. I don't know what happens. I guess we were just not financially super well off growing up, so maybe just kind of seeing how tight things can be. But yeah.
So for that, when you're saying that you're reminded that people owe you money, instantly I get this twinge. Like, is it me? Would she tell me? And then I have to walk away.
Interesting. I think the problem with our relationship and money is like, and it drives me crazy too. It gives me a lot of agita. We do a lot of like sending Apple Cash back and forth and disputing the amounts of being like, that's too much, kind of thing. And because it does make me feel anxious. But like for me, if somebody owes me money, it's because we've had a discussion. This money is going to this thing, and then like we have like blah blah blah. Like there's nobody that owes me money that's like there's a guess about it. It's like I gave you $3,500 for a thing, and you did the thing, and then you came back for more money. Like there's like it's very clear things. You know what I mean? Like it's not there's no wishy-washy for me, and I hope the same like across the like I can't guess. I'm tired.
No,
like, I can't like do that kind of thing. So
I don't play. So to that point, it took me a lot of years to work on to realize that like okay, like walk away, and if you do owe money and the person like there will be a conversation. Like you're doing what you can. That's all you can do.
Yeah. There was I think a situation recently. I'm not going to get too specific, but there was a family member that had two family members, and one felt that the one owed one money. The one that felt that the other one owed money didn't speak to that person directly, had that person contact somebody else, had contacted somebody else, and then had that person contact somebody else to then contact the person. And that kind of stuff is just like, that blows my mind. Where I know if that person, the original two people, had there been a conversation, it would have been settled immediately. You know what I mean? But there's something people get very weird about money. So Sarah, like to your points, I know where that fear comes from, right? I absolutely know where that fear comes from. And back to my point earlier of like, that limits me from wanting to do things. I don't want to do things where I have to then figure out a money situation with a bunch of people that I don't know and the expectations, or, you know, where I'm going to get stuck paying for people that I don't know, you know, like these like big group things where like, you know, stuff like that happens. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So it mentioned you saw that it was AI slop, and then someone commented that actually like this kind of thing happens all the time. It could be real, like whatever.
Yeah.
Do you notice that most posts on Reddit, at least in my experience, are accused in the comments of being slop?
Yes.
Did someone
Comments
write
as
AI
well.
slop to just post that this is AI slop? I feel like that might be the slop.
That's
like,
funny.
You know, 3 fingers pointing back at you.
That is
Back
funny.
at you.
I've often wondered about that because, like, literally, it's like everything. Like, yeah, kind of like every single situation. But there definitely are accounts that will repost things.
I don't know if you all saw that just before you closed it. There was somebody said I'd ask them to repay the cancellation fee.
I mean, I don't think so on that one. What do you think?
I think no, because of the sort of muddy. Like, I understand why they would want to, but it's already a muddy situation. I think you cut your losses and cut your friends. Cut your friends.
Yeah. So,
But is this a
you know what
maturity
I
thing?
meant to go to OP's account and see if they had any.
Oh yeah, hibiscus. Where you now?
Well, no, I mean they're 30, right? It's the
The account's
person
banned, so maybe it is AI.
AI slop.
Well, there's that.
Well.
Well,
Watch her we have here.
well. Sorry, I didn't
But
mean to
you could be
steal your
banned for lots of
thunder,
reasons.
Ruthie. You had a thing, yes?
No, I last week I dumped the files into the conversation last week. Was it butts? What was it? Oh, it's just news items. It was just news items. It was news items, and it's sort of like, what's this? Those images from the news. And sort of like, what is this? Have you heard about it? And your thoughts on it.
okay,
We already
so
did them though.
Pound
Did
cake.
we do all of them? Because there was one I recognized.
Oh.
Oh, yes, we did. Because I remember, because I was
Okay.
talking about the one thing yesterday. The shooter.
The Hawaiian murder.
The shooter without the arms.
Champion cornholer
My bad.
and alleged shooter and drag out of car. Yes.
My bad. You're right.
Crazy.
You're right. You're right.
Did you watch the video with them him throwing cornhole? Like he's better than all of us. Like he's champion. Like not a disabled champion, a champion at cornhole. Like regular, just no qualifies. I think.
No qualifier. Yeah.
Yeah. But qualifier sounds like a thing that happens at a tournament. So when I started to say that, I thought it would sound weird. Like no qualifiers, like they didn't qualify. And I'm like, okay. English, we'll get a new one. Right, puppy?
Yeah, no, I didn't
Puppy.
watch that. And then I forget what was the other one. So the one was that
pound
trial,
cake.
which was hilarious. And then
There's updates though. The son testified yesterday or the day before. It's been in the news. He called his. Do you want to do? Is this interesting to you or do you
Yes,
want
yes,
to
I'm
watch
like-
it after?
Which one are we talking about? Sorry.
Amy, which one are we talking about?
oh, I don't know. That's why I'm like any of them. I'm curious about updates because I haven't heard any updates
The
on any of them.
Hawaiian, the couple that went for a hike in Hawaii,
Oh,
and someone came up. There was a physical struggle, and now he's being tried for attempted murder. That
Okay.
one.
I don't know this one.
He took her out for a
I
murder
realize-
hike,
Sometimes you
and
send
and she
things and I don't
survived.
read
Essentially,
them.
he thought that he was just gonna like quickly handle it.
But okay, so she says that he attacked her, was hitting her and everything like that, and he was trying to push her try to get her over the edge, and also that he had a syringe. So I'm like, okay, that's murder, right? If you have a syringe, you come on a murder hike with a syringe and a big rock, you're a murderer. Except for they never found the syringe. So that's sort of her word against his about the syringe.
Okay.
Interesting.
But the son testified yesterday, or recently, and he said that after it happened, his father called him. Now it's her stepson, his son, right? The
Okay.
accused
Yep.
murderer, whatever. And he said that he called him and said that I tried to kill your mom, or your stepmom, or he said her name, like Ariel or something like this. Like I tried to, something. yeah, like he said I tried to kill her or something like this. And then the next day he says, did you tell anyone what I said? Oh no, and he goes, yes. He goes, oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself. Like whatever. He's just so upset about whatever. So now the son's testifying. It was amazing. The footage when you see it, the guy is just glaring at him like Trump at like Supreme Court, like glaring. And then the son's just like straight giving it. And he calls his father the defendant the whole time. The defendant called me. The defendant.
Nice.
So what's the relationship between the father and son that like he felt comfortable being like, hey, yo, guess what I just did?
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
weird.
You know what I mean? Like, or is it just like, just he was in a state and not thinking about what he was disclosing, I guess? I don't, it just, I'm trying to picture, because it's hard to picture these kinds of things with our parents because like one's dead. But you know, like one's already been murdered, self-murdered. Anyway, so like, but like I'm trying to picture like getting a call from mom, I guess, and being like, I just killed somebody. I don't know.
Right. Well, someone.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or
I
try to
can't.
kill.
I don't want to. Like, I'd be like, let's go hide that body. No. Wait, hold on.
I'd be
There was a
like,
thing
so
that
tried,
saying-
you failed, mom? How many times have we talked about this?
Yeah. You
There is
told
no
me
try.
Failure's not an option. That's
No
what
try
you
to
told
the trial.
me. No, I think this reminds me of what we were talking about last week, maybe about trying to put yourself into somebody's shoes. So, like, how were they thinking that? And it's like the amount of steps that you have to get to
even get to the point.
to even get to their shoes, to even put them on, to even try. Like, it's just.
You'd be a different person, right? You'd
Yeah,
have to
you're a
like walk
different
over
person.
coals barefoot.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good point. It's like really, really hard to get to that point. To even,
Yeah, I can't imagine mom calling and
Right.
saying anything like that. It just none of that lines up. None of it makes sense.
Which brings
So I
me to
can't
one of my
even-
favorite games, Ruthie. I feel like you could probably play it better than Sarah because Ruthie likes to say like random things from time to time. She's like, you know, she'll just say whatever comes to her mind. Where you're like, you always like try to, if somebody's bringing you serious things, you try to like, you know, serious. Remember my game of like, okay, you get a call, it's the FBI, and they say I have your sister in custody.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do? And you're like, well, when's the last time I saw you? And when's the you're like,
Wait. It's not the FBI asking. You're just saying like, what is my guess of what the FBI will say?
yeah, like so you just like this split second, the FBI calls you and they're like, we have your sister in custody. We need to talk to you.
You gave a yoga class in Las Vegas without the right license. State lines. I'm saying like because the FBI is state lines. It has to be like what rises
What
to that
over
level.
state lines? Yeah.
Fix your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that's my exercise. Thank you, Sarah.
Wait,
Oh,
what's this? This is a command.
Ooh, she's back.
And then you got just the forehead. Get the forehead. Come on, Ruthie, let's go. Beam. Don't do this. Oh,
Watch
this
out! It's
is-
coming for you.
Wait,
It's coming
is this
for
yoga
you.
over state lines? Oh no, they're coming.
Oh, we should do. Wait, I think we talked about that, doing the yoga
Yes.
for one of the things. That would be
One
fun.
day we're gonna log on and do some yoga.
We have
Yeah.
our chats. We talk while we're doing yoga. But so we just watch Amy do yoga and we do the move she's doing. She's not going to cue us.
Oh.
That way we can just chat.
I don't do yoga, so I would need to be cued in some
That's a good
way.
point. That could be dangerous.
That's fair.
State line. You're murdering sisters over state lines, and then you call
Oh, can I
Sarah.
practice
Sarah,
my
I tried to kill
kids'
her.
yoga cues with you?
Sure.
Reach for the sky.
Which guy? This guy?
Give yourself a hug.
I give myself a hug by buying myself alcohol.
Oh.
Good.
You got to do circles.
Hun. Oh.
In the
Oh, sorry.
other way, big circles.
I thought you were falling.
Wait, what do you call that?
I don't know. That's what kids
Done.
do. They always like when they do anything, they make extra noises and like.
Oh.
That's the kid cue.
That's like broke my
pretend to be a kid. Okay, so that was the
Did you have-
update, and we don't know the. Wait, so how long ago did this happen?
A year ago last month.
Okay.
It was on her birthday, and then she was testifying on her birthday a year later. So like, it's like March 2025. Do I
Could
know
you
too much?
imagine? That's kind of a ruined birthday then, that, yeah?
Or
The first one or the second one?
All of the following birthdays.
give you something to think about. I don't know. Birthdays get boring as you get old, so like it's add a little flavor. I'm just kidding.
New question.
Salty.
Oh, what's it asking me if I want a reaction? So, okay, sorry. I get a pop up about like making reactions or something. So the new question, you get a phone call from the FBI and they say, we have one of your relatives in custody. Who is it?
Oh yes, I love this one.
Oh, this is a common question? Sorry.
No,
Maybe
so
they're
I just,
preparing for
I,
this
it's just
one.
random, whatever I come up with. So I might be like, the local police knock on the door and they say, "Have you seen your sister?" Like that, and like, what's
If
going on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
FBI, which I
We have your family member.
Andre?
I would say Andre, just because he is the closest to getting in trouble at times. However, I feel like the FBI requires like some heavy getting into stuff, and I feel like it's more maybe it's gonna sound awful, but I'm gonna say Devi only because he's at that age where like he knows everything and like easy opportunities seem so shiny, you know? And I think it would be something that he didn't know. You know what I mean? Like it would be a thing where it'd be like, well, this comes from that, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've had my kids have had situations where it's like that, that scam of like, cash this check and we'll give you XYZ. Like I had a kid fall for that. I had a kid fall
Like,
for
in person or online?
online, I guess.
Cash. Online. Okay.
Um,
Sorry.
And I had somebody fell for like selling something online, and then like they never got they shipped it without getting the payment, kind of thing. It was like a $500 shirt, which is a whole other situation. $500 T-shirt, but things like that.
Is that
It's like,
Andre? Like who else?
if it seems
Oh,
too good to
shit.
be true, then it probably is, kind of thing, But like I feel like at a certain age, that doesn't click yet.
Well, so wait, Ruthie, who are you choosing?
Who are you choosing?
So I've made the bold choice that it's actually both of y'all are the victims. Are the victims, okay,
Thank you.
of a
I ain't no victim though.
cult. Because they're like, oh, we hear you like sister wives, and they brought you in, and you were to be sister wives to a doctor who's never home, and you were both very taken with that idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it turned out to be a scam. These are dogs.
Where is
Yeah.
he? Wait, is this real?
And that's what happened. So somehow, with all of that, what you didn't realize is he was using your identities to set up compounds all over the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
And then, so that's what it is. You didn't do anything. You guys
Okay.
love too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of y'all. Yep, I could have just done one, but no, I had to drag you both through the mud.
So you didn't answer a question that I'm very curious about. Do you know how much gas is near you right now?
Oh.
Ooh, last I filled up, it was not anything to think about. Definitely like mid threes, maybe. Just nothing to register. Wait, sorry, is that high or low to therapy? So that's the thing is, I don't really. This is to me. Pat and I play a game over under when we guess our gas. How much when we pump it, we're like, oh, guess how much it's going to be over under, and our numbers are never more than 40 or 45. So it's. I don't know if it's gone up from that, but last time I got gas was like 2 weeks ago. So it's.
I
don't know,
filled
Sarah,
up
have I ruined your
yesterday.
life?
I could tell you exactly how much it
Okay.
was.
The gas is expensive here, too.
But it's cleaner.
Wait, where is it?
Is it?
Where did it go? Oh,
How much?
91.83.
For how many cars did you fill up?
What size is your tank?
15, I think.
Jesus.
So,
$6.
yep. And it's gone up since I think it's going up. I think it went up last night from what I understand.
You could sell it and make a profit.
Oh my God, The Gang. That's an Always Sunny episode.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's. It's a real one, or is it just a? Yeah, it is a real one. Is it fire?
They were talking about like the like where are we at now? Like it's like we're back in the 70s with like the protests, the war in the Middle East, and like people scrambling for gas.
Just like calendars repeat, history repeats.
This is why it's important to know the hack. You see, I knew it. I didn't think it would come back so soon, but here we are. It's something. I'll say that. I will say I do have I think a decent ability to read tea leaves, but sometimes I'm like way too early. But I did like when we got here, I was like, Sarah, we need to get some bikes. We need some bikes because we
Did you do it?
We have them. We live in a
Are they e-bikes or just regular old bikes?
Super walkable, like for like going to stores, but like there's a couple places we could bike to that would be pretty reasonable. So.
You got to go early in the morning.
Early in the morning or later in the eves.
Because it gets too warm or too muggy?
Too warm. Though I do believe, Sarah, like they're the way they've put the streets, like I do think there are biking routes that you can stay in the shade. Like if you can figure it out, I guess, or you can stay in the shade.
Yeah, but something tells me there's not enough shade when it's 100 degrees out.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, as far as like early morning can be morning instead of early morning, you know, sometimes I guess is what I'm hitting at.
Yeah, gotcha.
I hate being on my bike or doing any kind of outdoor activity in the late morning on a hot day because the feeling that it's only getting hotter freaks my brain chemistry out in a fundamental way. Because I go, oh no, it's getting worse, I'm getting sweatier, and then I start to panic. I would much rather go out at like 4 o'clock when it's still pretty hot, but the trend is going the other
down.
direction. Yeah. Something psychological there. Like I will, Pat and I, it's like one of the things, I really don't do a lot of morning stuff unless it's super early, and then you go to the afternoon. I don't know.
Yeah. It's been so you use smart things, right, and track your health and your sleep and stuff like that. Do you do like a good job of tracking that kind of stuff?
I do a pretty good job, and I usually get a 90-something score on sleep, even when I play on my phone for half an hour in the morning.
Okay, that's pretty decent. Did you notice any change, like with the time, the clock, and anything like that?
Thank you.
So fundamentally, it's hard for me to stay awake after the sun goes away. Just so fundamentally, I have a really hard time doing it. So once the sun starts to go down sooner, I go down sooner, and so I get more sleep.
Yeah.
When the sun, I get as much sleep as the sun, just about.
Is my sister like a hen?
So do you find yourself like more tired in the summer? Or
no, but I'm tired when the sun is gone. When the sun is gone, I'm tired. So I'm not more tired. But it's so marked.
Yeah,
you would think that if someone just turned my lights out, it feels crazy.
You're a bird.
That's nice.
I'm a hen. I like hen.
Nice.
Hen is nice.
It's predictable. Be like, what time am I going to be tired? What time is the fucking sunset? That's
the problem. Is in the winter. Yeah, it's before 5 p.m. And if you have a real job, well, you have a real problem.
Yeah.
So next time, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. I was going to change the topic unbelievably far.
No, do it.
So not this time, but maybe next time we could talk a little bit about, I heard a list of the symptoms for perimenopause, and one of them describes my adult onset ADD better than I think anything else. And so I don't think we've really talked about it. I don't think it's not my favorite topic, to be clear, but it's something I think I might need to have to start to learn about a bit. So maybe we could talk about it next time. Oh, Amy.
Adult onset.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that. Noticed. When did it onset?
Right. So I guess I never noticed it before, but I would say it's like it came with COVID, just about. Like my brain fundamentally broke and it never got better. And
I'm very curious to hear about that. I'm curious what your symptoms of ADHD are and like all that. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's got to be for next time.
That's a full topic.
That's for next time.
That's a
because like I know I had ADHD my whole damn life. So, and I wonder if like is there making it worse kind of stuff happening? Is it like what exactly is it ADHD? Is it actually ADHD or is it ADHD like symptoms?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess I wasn't sure what was happening, and I just left it, put it on the back burner to think about later because, haha, of course I did. And then I saw a video. Someone was being interviewed, and she was talking about the symptoms of perimenopause, and I was like, I don't know. That sounds like it could be princess.
I have to tell you something that really, really, Sarah knows this. It like irritates me because I have such a hard time physically with so many different things, and it's like this freaking follow the bouncing ball stuff. Thinking about the added effects of menopause and perimenopause absolutely freaks me the freak out because I'm like, oh, it keeps getting worse and freaking worse. This isn't even the worst of it. It's going to get even worse. So like that just like absolutely freaks me out. I hate it. So it's not a fun topic.
It's not. But I think I need to take control of it.
Wait, I guess like there's another thing. So are you in perimenopause?
I assume I am. I'm 1,000 years. I mean, I'm 40.
Have you
but
had
look
your
at the symptoms and I go,
checked?
No, I haven't. So it's so hard. You ever try to get a first gynecologist
I have,
appointment?
and I'm not in perimenopause.
Okay.
Just by like number, and I think Key as well. Key has recently, she had convinced her doctor to start her on estrogen?
HRT?
HRT? Yes.
Something.
But I think it's because she had to convince because she's not there yet, which I don't understand why she's doing it if she's not there. I'm confused by that piece, but maybe I'll
so
find
she
out.
doesn't go into it.
Maybe. So like preventatively, I guess. But
yeah,
but I don't know if you remember what she said. It was like it sounds like she has nothing but yucky side effects. Like I don't understand what she's getting out of it. Like she's getting headaches and stuff.
Neck stuff? Sarah, what
No,
do you
sorry.
say?
I just.
I guess that's part of it is HRT does seem to have, I guess research suggested a million years ago that it was going to kill you and you're going to have a stroke. And others are saying, no, you have it your whole life. It's very helpful. Old people have strokes. So like if you're old and you take this medicine, you probably have a stroke. Like it's hard to really separate that out. Yeah. So anyway, so no one has told me I am, but I would rather it be that than ADHD if I'm honest. At least because like one of them is a sooner or later.
Yeah.
One of them, unless I die. I just say. Anyway, so I didn't mean to fully get that. I just meant like maybe we could talk about it next time. I'm looking forward to this weekend. We have nothing on the calendars whatsoever, and I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna do nothing.
Nice. I'm looking forward to Sabella's on spring break this week, so we're just kind of chilling and having fun. So I'm looking forward to more chill time. You know how intense things get with school, so it's nice to have like a lull.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I have a cutie doggy tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss yoga, but I have a cutie golden retriever to walk tomorrow morning. Cutie.
What's the golden's name?
Brie.
Brie, like the cheese?
Okay.
Tasty.
I call her Brie Butt. Hey, Brie Butt.
Does she suck butts?
No.
Oh, sorry, buttholes?
No.
You have a dog that never sucks buttholes?
I thought we moved on from that.
Not that I've seen.
Never sucks buttholes.
Sorry.
Sisters.
So we got things to look forward to.
We do.
That we do. Good. It's gonna be good.
That's how cool we are. All right, y'all. Don't be a stranger.
Bye.
Bye.
It's the circle of life.